applications of U.S. dollars. And they were blocked from doing that. I don't remember what day that was, or what day did he supposedly, some Monday, Tuesday, I don't know, earlier in the week.
Yeah, the whole week was kind of filled with back and forth on this since last Friday, I guess.
Yeah, then they called us, right, and they said, we need money. That's exactly how they said it. Like, they were mad that they couldn't achieve this printing task, right? And I said, yeah, us too. I said, I'll see you, come visit me where I am. See you soon.
This is what this reminds me of. It reminds me of like a movie where there's all these elaborate schemes to kill somebody, right? Like you bury them in the silo with grain, and then you shoot them with arrows, and then you come after them a different way, and they just keep on coming, and then you run out of money to find ways to kill them. So then you go.
Well, they keep blocking our money.
And then you go to them and you say, "Hey, can I borrow some money so I can keep trying to kill you?"
Yeah, but we don't want you to have any or any of those other people. You call humanity, but we would like it all. But thank you, right? There was not even a deal. So anyway, supposedly, the rumor is that they've recently approved Miss Stanton to come visit. So the lady that likes the gold standard and all this stuff.
Oh, right.
So
gotcha.
Everybody else calls me the female dog. Alternative word.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they call you the female dog.
Female
dog. Because this is a PG show, and we don't use the word bitch on this show.
Right.
We don't say that.
It's not becoming.
Yeah. So after calling you names, treating you like garbage, trying to starve you out, trying to prevent you from doing anything for anyone in your life, right? Constantly maligning you on the internets. So anybody who does it, they come back with their background check, which is like a Google search, right? And you get 3 stupid things that are like...
there's some company, whatever, from someone in Florida. I've never lived in Florida. I've never had a Florida company. Was definitely not under the name Mana. I didn't even think about the name Mana. I didn't even have a trust in 1998. I don't even know who this person is. But however, somebody with my same name has an SEC violation for some company that I've never been involved in. So you know.
Which, by the way, even if that was true, it wouldn't mean anything. It wouldn't be like, I knew she was corrupt. It wouldn't prove anything, you jack.
It doesn't matter. I mean, that's why TMZ and gossip sites exist, right? Because people have to just, see dirt. They need dirt. They have to have dirt.
Blood in the water, man. That's what it's... They need to be able to... When something's so incredible and they don't want to believe it, they just find a reason to hate it. It's a waste of time. What a waste of time.
Well, and that's fine. I mean, you can hate it, you can not like it, but it's happening. I do not like the fact that my gym has been closed for it's almost the 1-year anniversary. But what do you want me to do?
What I want you to do is get those jokes to open that damn gym, because at least you could do up in that town. Please, can you help her out? Can you get her gym?
So you want me to go meet with the CIA mayors of this town, right, and tell them that they need to reopen my gym? For someone they just love right now. Oh, yeah, they love me. These Black Sun folks, they love me. Yes. They just can't wait to see me at the grocery store. I'm surprised. If it wasn't the John Wick Hotel rules here, the Continental Hotel rules, yeah.
You guys are all retarded. Every freaking one of you. Excuse me, I'm sorry. That word, I know that offends people. I apologize. What I mean by retarded is they are stagnated in their development. They are idiotic. They have ceased to make progress in their mental development. So it's so amazing to me.
They are hell-bent on putting the round peg into the square hole. They keep jamming it in there, and it's not going. It's not going to go. Maybe you'll whittle it down after years of just banging it, But we're not going for global communism. It's not going to happen. It really doesn't matter because we've been under a global tyranny anyway, right? There's been a one world council hidden in the shadows forever in a day. We have been living in a new world order for eons, hundreds of years.
Yeah. So, It's really amazing. This whole thing has been on us. So, excitingly, though, This is the birthday of the planet. We are celebrating human liberation. For anybody who ever read the first page of the Speak Project before we started everything, the very first thing it says on the Speak Project, years ago, like 4 years ago, it says, the Speak Project is a sovereign people of Earth acting knowledgeably, who stood up and fought when everyone else was running away during the liberation of humanity. What? I'm not saying I'm a prophet. I'm just saying, pretty close.
We have a lot of this serendipity thing that happens too. It's not just with Tank. I mean, it's with other members like the Restoration team, other members of the Speak Project team. I'll come out and I'll say something in our morning meetings we have, and I'll say, hey, this has just happened. And then someone will go, oh, we were just talking about that in the spiritual group last night. They told us everything about that. I'm like, well, then why did I even have to say it? The whole team does it, right? So we kind of like in that meeting thought of the name Life Force, right? Actually, you did. You thought that would be a great name. Well, little did I know, somebody else had written a plan called Life Force a few years prior. I just had never seen it. So how is that for strange? But it's going on amongst all members. It's like everybody's got a bell, and we're a giant chorus, right, of bell ringers, and you just stand there, right, and you wait till it's time for your note. Ring. And it's serendipitous how all the people that have come together, everybody's got a piece, everybody's got a part, everybody's doing something, right, or has already had a thought that we just now think is brand new. So
it's amazing. I was with Jen, General, and she was like, we were talking about how to get enforcement. Yeah. I was like, we were like Light Force, Life Force, Jen?
Life Force. Yeah.
That's right.
It was a good time.
Life Force. So I think everything is finally starting to, it's like your body works perfectly. Everything happens in perfect harmony. Like a trapeze, like you throw somebody up in the air, the other person's got to be there at just the right time to catch them. That's how I feel like we are right now. Everything's got to come into harmony. And granted, I know there's a bag of idiots out there who are going to try to stop it with their next brilliant plan of, let's start a war and kill people, and then let's steal money. Kim's a bitch. Yeah, great plan. Good job, guys. We're all shaking in our boots. That plan.
I can be.
Yeah.
I can be. I'm good at it. Most women, we train from a very young age on how to annoy men. Like it's our job. I'm proud to say that I've annoyed a lot of people this week.
I love the assemblies. I love the New York Assembly, right? They're very good people. I shouldn't say this how it's called, but I'm done anyways. So there was like a hullabaloo about intel that we put out, and they're like, wait a minute, this doesn't match my Christian values. And I'm like, really? It doesn't match your Christian values? It's not biblical, is what I was told. But that drives me crazy. When I talk about the Bible, the New Agers will be like, this turns me off because he's referencing the Bible, right? And then the Christians will be like, this isn't Christian enough. What does Christian enough look like? How about I'll take anybody who ever wants to talk about the Bible and how this is, what we're doing, is it spiritual or not? I would say it's definitely spiritual. It's definitely biblical.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But you could also say it falls in line with every one of the holy texts out there, because there's a piece of the truth in everything, and you can find it. You don't have to be so small, right? But I had to laugh.
What were they asking about? Apparently, this took place in a thread I wasn't in. What was the question?
They were like,
so I can answer it.
They were upset because it wasn't biblical. They said that we mentioned aliens, which we never did. If anything, we just say that there's other beings, and don't shatter your mind. There are other beings that this isn't.
Well, think about it, right? So let's go with God created. I mean, the Bible talks about the planet, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't refer to. You think that he's not so big that he wouldn't have created other planets? We know there's other planets, right? Because we can see them in the night sky. I mean, that's a fact. You see them. So you think that of all those star systems that are out there, all those billions of stars that we see in the night sky, there isn't any of them with any other life except for this one, just one. I mean, how could that be possible? I mean,
so you have an omniscient God, all-knowing. Yeah. Omnipresent God, meaning present everywhere. Omnifarious God, meaning expressed in all types. You have a God that's omni, all, everything. And you have an infinite universe. And he decided, after an infinity of always existing, 6,000 years ago, let's make man. That was really... Come on.
Well, and not only that, let's put it this way, okay? So let me take it to another step. I know there are many people on the internet that worship people from foreign places. I mean, that could be American women in a bar listening to some guy that's a foreigner with an accent. God, they love that. I don't why, I don't know, but they do. They get a thing for that. So, but the point is, I mean, if you go to other, third world countries and stuff, you're the Americans coming in, they're either going to say, oh my God, here's the CIA, or, oh wow, look at these people coming trying to help us, right? So, I don't know, we have an obsession with this stuff, right? So there's people on the internet that do worship people from other places like they're gods. They're the all-knowing, all-being, whatever else, right? And they never make a mistake. Well, that's simply not true, okay? First of all, everything bleeds and everything dies except for the Creator. Right? Period. End of story. And we all make mistakes because we're not infallible. There's only Source, God, the Creator, that's infallible. Because everything is perfect in that way, the way it's designed. Right? We couldn't have done it.
And I would say all of humanity is actually perfect in their imperfections, to be honest.
So just because I mention people from foreign countries, foreign lands, foreign whatever, that doesn't mean I worship these things. I mean, like, I don't, Tank, you're a nice guy, everything like that. I appreciate everything you do. I appreciate everything the team does, here and abroad, and all the people that have joined Life Force every single day. Because without all of you, none of this is going to be possible. But I'm not worshiping you. It's not happening.
I'm very disappointed that you said that, Kim. And,
I know. Are you okay?
I think I misunderstood the nature of that. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyways, real talk. I mean, you know what? This stuff drives me crazy. For all the fair weather Sunday go-to-meeting Christians, I was a minister for 20 plus years. I spent every day, every waking hour of my life trying to please God in the way that I thought was in harmony. And on top of that, what your pastor can't say, I preached all over the country, and I never took a dime for it. So I look at these things when I hear people talk about this, right? These pastors who repeat the same exact things over and over again, and this is what's comfortable. And then they refer to something like the rapture. They're like, well, they don't even mention the rapture. The rapture's not even in the Bible. Well, if you're a Bible, thumping Christian, shouldn't you read it? Shouldn't you know what's in your Bible? I mean, seriously, because here, we always talk about these things. We talk about how the Bible, we talk about God being in you. This is the first thing that Kim and I ever, I connected with her on. She talked to me about, God's in all of us. And if people saw that God was in them.
And I proved it.
Yes, she did. That's something you don't get down in church either. And I'll tell you something, you should. Because that's in the Bible. That's what the Messiah is.
Also in the Torah, by the way, and the Zohar.
Well, they're all the same. These are all connected books. The Bible encompasses the old and new, and so I mean, even the Muslims use the same Bible too. I mean, it's not a stretch. It's all the same story, and all of it. If you want to understand all of it, if you're ever going to find God, you're going to find Him in you. Long before you find Him in your church.
Well, and you call him directly, right? Her, him, her, whatever you want to say. It call directly. You don't
have that number out on the network, so make sure to check that out. The number for God will be there, and you just call.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Different. And it's free. 1-800.
Got up.
Got up.
So.
Source up.
Source up, right? I love it. All right. Anything else, Ms. Possible, going on?
Nope. That's all I got for this week. think that's enough. So we'll see what happens on Wednesday. Speaking of source,